Hi everybody, this is Matt from trailbreak.com. I wanted to make a quick video to help you out with integrating a Flagtronics FT200 to an AiM system. It's becoming a very popular thing to do inside of the SCCA with their mandates of the FT200, some other racing series, and if it's a device that you're having to use, it's kind of nice to have it in the data. It can help give you that little bit of extra context and why you were driving the way you were, why you slowed down, something like that. Inside the AiM software, the first thing we're going to have to do is import the Flagtronics protocol. And to do that, we need to grab the DBC file, which is a special CAN file from Flagtronics. I'm going to give you the link to that file down in the um, comments area of this video. You can download it, and then we're going to go to the CAN protocol section of RS3, and we can see it with this arrow and the plus up here. We're going to go in, and the first thing we're going to do is import a DBC file, and then we're going to pick that Flagtronics CAN DBC. I'm double clicking it. The software is going to do its magic to import it. Once it does that, we have to pick a manufacturer, and we can scroll down in this list, and we're going to see that Flagtronics is already in here with the simplified protocol for SmartyCam integration, which you'll be able to find that in a different video. And then we can go up here and type in the name we want to call it. I'm going to just name this protocol FT200 full. We're going to leave it as another CAN device, and under CAN bus speed, we're going to pick 500 because that's the default speed for the FT200s. We're going to say OK, and then now we see another window pops up, and this is all the information that was in that DBC file that the software brought in for us. And there's a few things to note here. We can go through and change the function of these items if we want. You don't have to, but for things like this first one, that's accident G-force, it records that if you should happen to have one. You can change the short name. You can change the function number, which is something you can use in analysis. So if it's a G-force, we can say it's acceleration and general acceleration, and then it can change the units to G's. Something I want to pay a little bit of attention to and that you're going to want to jot down later, or you can always come back to it, is this fifth field, displayed state. That's what the flag is shown on your FT200. So if you have a yellow flag, this is the one that drives that. It's going to have in there for that. So I'm going to just put flag as the short name. So if you were to put this on your dash, it's going to say flag. The next sort of thing we can do in here is this one is we can leave it as number at the 10 hertz and let it go. And now when we save this, it's going to come through and have FT200 full. If we open this file again by double clicking on it, our first one up here is this displayed state. You can see I changed the name to flag. If we double click it to open it, we see there's a whole bunch of stuff over here. And the important part in here is down towards the bottom. We can see it says encoding, and what that means is that the DBC is going to send a code because it's computer language and it only sends numbers. But if we say set these encoding values, we can see that it brought in what the number equates to as a flag. So the one we're going to use in our example here is we can look and say full course yellow is a code 91. So you might want to make note of these, and in here you can scroll through as you're doing it, but code 91 is a full course yellow. So I'm just going to say okay, okay, and then I'm going to close this file. We didn't make any changes, so I don't need to save anything. And now I'm going to go over to our dash configuration. Through the gear, I have one set up with an Evo 4S as a demo unit. We can go into our ECU stream and use this to select our Flagtronics. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to pick our Flagtronics full. And now we see it brought in all these things, right? We have that accident G-force. We have all those codes that it brought in. And now what we can do with that information is go to our display where we have our alarms under the CAN expansions, our GS dash, shift lights and alarms. And now we can go to our create a new alarm. And instead of RPM, we're going to pick ECU because that's where our information is coming in from, the displayed state. And then we can say equal to, and that code for the full course yellow is 91. So I'm going to put 91 in. And then now we could maybe do a pop-up message that says full course caution, or maybe if we're driving, we want something really simple, full course yellow. And then we're going to make this only pop up for 5 seconds. But the other cool thing we can do, we can add another alarm action, and we can say, let's flash LED 1 yellow while it's a full course caution. And let's maybe do the same thing. We're going to take alarm 3, flash it yellow. Maybe your FT200 somewhere that's not the best for your vision. Maybe you want that little extra bit of help, and we can add more alarm lights or what we want. We have to give it a name. I'm just going to put full course yellow and save it. Now, when the FT200 pops up and has that full course yellow in the displayed state, our dash is going to mimic it. That's a very basic review. If you have a solo 2DL all the way to a PDM, this process is going to be the same, whether it's adding it to the ECU stream or CAN 2, depending on your setup. And then you're going to use your alarms. You can create these extra alarms. The data is always going to be recorded, so you have it there. The last part of this process is when you install your Flagtronics, you're going to have to connect the CAN wires, the high and the low, the plus and the minus, to the AiM harness. That's going to vary depending on your device. You can always reach out to us at Trailbreak or the great folks at AiM and get that extra support. If you're at an event and the Flagtronics folks are there, they can help you out with it as well. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We're happy to help you and have some great racing.
Hey folks, it's Matt. One quick thing that I forgot to mention in the video. You'll have to go into the firmware settings on your FT200 and set it to be always transmitting. From the factory it's set up to only transmit on request, and I feel the better way to do it is to let it always send out the information. You can find how to do that through the FT200 manual on the Ballinger website, or if you're at an event and they have support staff there, they can set it up for you.